Chapter 59. They say I shouldn't crucify myself, that I should be happy he didn't die. When they say I'm already forgiven, I shake my head and ask, why? The following week, Jenny barely left Kevan's room, except for when Ahad and Fatima were there. Still, when he finally woke up, she wasn't there. Instead, it was Agneta who saw his eyelids flutter. It was Agneta who took his hand, explained where he was, and summoned the hospital staff. When Jenny came back, there was a doctor in the room, and Agneta was smiling happily at Kevan, who gave Jenny an exhausted look. She wanted to run to him, to hug him, tell him she loved him, but she just couldn't. She didn't dare to, she didn't deserve to. She was the reason it had all happened. She knew it, and she knew he knew it. What right did she have to hug him now, to expect his love? He had given her everything he had, and she had almost pulled him with her to his death. She stared at him from the doorway. Agneta was right. She didn't deserve Kevan. Could anyone ever be worthy of an angel? The doctor said he had been lucky. Agneta smiled with relief. That is what she had known all along. Jenny didn't understand what they were talking about. Lucky? How could this be called luck? He was lucky, they said, because he would not suffer any permanent brain damage, despite all the kicks and blows to the head. However, his right ear was damaged. It would affect his balance and hearing. He would regain his balance over time, but he would never get his full hearing back. Lucky, Jenny thought again. Lucky? He's a musician, you idiots. He'll never forgive me for ruining his hearing. She didn't listen to the rest. The doctor said that he could be discharged in a month or two, that the jawbone surgery had been successful, and that his appearance would return closer to normal when the swelling went down. The scar that ran across his cheek would remain but fade over time. He had been lucky. During the past month, those who beat Kevan up had been interrogated, and Jenny had been brought in for further questioning as well. At the earliest, trials would be held in a few months. The doctors, even the police, had suggested Jenny talk to a psychologist to deal with the shock, anger, and her feelings of guilt. They understood nothing. This was not about feelings of guilt. This was guilt. No need to call it anything else. No need to soften the edges. The guilt was there. It was hers. And talking about it would not change a thing. All of it was her fault. She knew it, and she knew that Kevan knew it. Of course, he didn't say so, but he thought so. Of that she was convinced. His parents knew it was her fault. Her parents knew it, and Agneta, they all knew. They all said something else, but she saw it in their eyes. Why didn't you take a taxi instead? Why did you drag him in there? You know there are racists. You know some people despise immigrants, especially if they are with Swedish girls. Why didn't you think about that, Jenny? You should have thought about that before you led him to their territory. As a sacrificial lamb, he followed you wherever you went. It's your fault. Your fault. Your fault.